We are at the end of round 21. We will proceed to round 22 and I will change color. If you don't want to change color, you continue with the same color, you can have one chain and one half double crochet join on top of cluster, and then you just continue. I will have 2 chains here. Okay, just to finish it here. Then I will change color. This I will cut later, okay, just to make sure if no changes. I'll change to this color. I'll just take this color and I will just go this color. I'll go to the loop. Okay, go to the loop for 1 chain, 2 chains, and 3 chains, and then 1 double crochet for the first cluster here, and continue with 3 chains. Then we'll fill in this loop with 3 double crochet cluster. 1, 2, 3. Continue with 2 chains and fill in next loop for 3 double crochet cluster. Continue with 2 chain space. Oops. And then next loop with 3 double crochet cluster, 2, 3, 2 chain space, and fill in the other loop, the last loop actually, with 3 double crochet cluster. Okay. My gosh. No, Coco, you go away. Go away, okay? Go away. Coco, go away. Yeah, don't play with moms, yeah. Sorry. And then 3 chains and fill in the cluster loop with 2 double crochet cluster, 2 chains, and another 2 double crochet cluster here. 1, 1, 2, and 3 chains, and we'll continue to fill in the loop, the pineapple loop, with 3 double crochet cluster. 2 chains and another 3 double crochet cluster into next loop. Okay, 2 chain space, 1, 2, and then fill in next loop with 3 double crochet cluster. Next loop, 2 and 3, 2 chains, and we still have 1 more loop to fill in 3 double crochet cluster. 2 This is not nice. Okay, let it be. Okay, this is four sets, and then three chains. Fill in this 3 chain and fill in this loop with 2 double crochet cluster. 2 double crochet cluster and only one, okay? 3 chains, and we'll fill in next cluster loop with 2 double crochet cluster, only one, okay? And then 3 chains. So 3 chains, 3 chains, 3 chains, 3 chains, and fill in this loop, the pineapple loop, with 3 double crochet cluster. Two chains, and I'll let you continue with the same pattern, okay? Same pattern here. You just go around. This is this one, okay? Then just go around here, and I will see you at the end. We are at the end of round 22. We are going to round 23 after we finish this small loop. 1 chain and 1/2 double crochet join with the top of the first cluster. Here we only have 1 cluster and 1 cluster, not 2, okay? Then we will have 3 chains, 1 double crochet into loop here, 3 chains, fill in this loop with 3 double crochet cluster. 1, 2, 3. 2 chain space and fill in next loop with 3 double crochet cluster. Two chain space, and we will fill in next loop with 3 double crochet cluster. Okay, 3 chains. We go to this loop. This loop will be 3 sets. 2 double crochet cluster, 2 chains, another 2 double crochet cluster into the same loop, 2 chain space, and then we will have another set of 2 double crochet cluster. Here, the small loop, very tight. Yes. Okay, 3 sets. Okay, and then 3 chains, and you just fill in this loop with 3 double crochet cluster. 1, 2, 3. 2 chain space and 1 more set into next loop, 3 double crochet cluster, 2 chain space, and 1 more set for next loop, the last loop, 3 double crochet cluster. Here will be 3 chains, and fill in this loop, just like this loop. Okay, here we will have this two sets of double crochet with 3 chains. We will fill in one set of 2 double crochet cluster, 2 chain space, another set of 2 double crochet cluster, 2 chain space, and we have another set of 2 double crochet cluster, 3 chains, and I will let you continue with the same pattern. Okay, here you can see this pattern. Here you will fill in like this one. Okay, go round with this pattern, and I will see you at the end. We are at the end of round 22. Going to 24, last loop, 1 chain and 1/2 double crochet on top of the first cluster. Here we start 3 chains for next round and 1 double crochet, 3 chains, and we fill in the loop, next loop, pineapple loop with 3 double crochet cluster. Skip this loop, 2 chains, and then go to next loop for 3 double crochet cluster. Two chains, 3 chains here. Okay, and we go to this loop with 2 double crochet cluster, 2 chains, and another 2 double crochet cluster into the same loop. And then here we have 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to next loop, for 2 double crochet cluster, 2 chains, and another 2 double crochet cluster into the same loop. Okay, is it 3 chains, and fill in here with 3 double crochet cluster. This is the pineapple loop. Okay, and 2 chains, and another next loop, next pineapple loop, 3 double crochets cluster, and then 3 chains, and I'll let you continue to fill in this loop like this one. Okay, just follow this pattern around, and I will see you at the end. We are at the end of round 24. Now going to round 25. We finished our last loop, 1 chain and 1/2 double crochet. We join with the first cluster on top of first cluster. 3 chains, 1 double crochet. Three chains, go to the pineapple loop for 3 double crochet cluster. 2, 3, and then 3 chains, go to the cluster loop for 2 double crochet cluster, 2 chains, and another 2 double crochet cluster into the same loop. Here we have 5 chains, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we go to the loop for 1 single crochet. Here. Okay. And then 5 chains again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we fill in the cluster loop with 2 double crochet cluster, 2 chains, and another 2 double crochet cluster. Here, like this. And then 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. And we fill in the pineapple, the last loop, with 3 double crochet cluster. 3 chains, and I will let you continue with this same pattern. You just go around, okay, here, here, just go around, and I will see you at the end. We are at the end of round 25. We will finish this last loop with 1 chain and 1/2 double crochet. Then we will proceed to round 26. 3 chains, this is 26, and 1, this is the loop, and 1 double crochet into loop. Then we'll go to this one. We'll have 3 chains, go to the top of the cluster, 3 chains and 1 single crochet on top of the 3 double crochet cluster, and then 3 chains, fill in the cluster loop with 2 double crochet cluster, 2 chains, and another 2 double crochet cluster into the same loop. Here we will have 5 chains, 3, 4, 5. We go to the loop with 1 single crochet, and then 5 chains, 5 chains, and go to the next loop for 1 single crochet, and then 5 chains, fill in the cluster loop with 2 double crochet cluster, 2 chains, 1, 2, and another 2 double crochet cluster into the same loop. This. Then we start again with 3 chains and 1 single crochet on top of 3 double crochet cluster, 3 chain, and I will let you continue with the cluster, fill in the loop of the cluster just like this one. Using the same pattern, you just go around and I will see you here, okay? I will see you here. We are at the end of round 26 and we will go to round 27 after this small loop. This last small loop, as usual, 1 chain and 1/2 double crochet. Three chains and 1 double crochet into loop. This one we will go direct to next loop, okay, next cluster loop. For 2 double crochet cluster, 2 chains and another 2 double crochet cluster into the same loop, okay, like this. And we just continue with 5 chains, 4, 5, and we go to the first loop for 1 single crochet, 5 chains, 3, 4, 5, go to next loop for 1 single crochet, and then 5 chains, 3, 4, 5, go to next loop for 1 single crochet, 5 chains, 5, and go to the cluster loop for 2 double crochet cluster, 2 chains and another 2 double crochet cluster into the same loop. Here we will go to next cluster loop, okay, with 2 double crochet cluster, this, and 2 chains, and go to the same loop for another 2 double crochet cluster, okay, and we just continue with 5 chains, 3, 4, 5, and 1 single crochet into loop, 5 chains, 3, 4, 5, and 1 single crochet into loop, 5 chains, 3, 4, 5, 1 single crochet into loop, 5 chains, and I will let you continue with the cluster, okay. You just follow this pattern around and I will see you here.